Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 8 of the English Conversation program. And it is exam week this week. So, this video today is just going to give you some instructions for the midterm exam, give you a little bit of help on how to fill in the exam paper. Also give you some tips on how to answer the questions, things that you should do, things that you shouldn't do. So we all know the exam will be done online. The exam is based on questions from the class assignments. So there'll be questions from Unit 2, 4, 5 and 6. It will be during your normal class day, Wednesday, May 13th. I will post the test at 1 p.m. So I'll send a reminder message to everyone 10 minutes before the class is or the exam is going to start. You will have 1 hour, 30 minutes to complete the exam and post it to the e-learning website just the same way that you have done for the other assignments in the class. The only thing that is different about this week is the time. So usually we get the assignment on the Monday and we can finish it by the Friday. This one is different. I will post it at 1 p.m. and I will close at 2:30. So you've only got a limited time to complete the test. For the exam, things that are going to be very useful, your textbook. It has all of the useful grammar and vocabulary. Also, your class handouts, lecture presentations. Print them off or just have them on your computer. It's going to be really useful when you're doing the exam. If you see, questions from Unit 2, how should I answer them? You look at your book or you look at your class handouts or the lecture presentations. So this exams may be different from some of your other exams because you can look at books, you can look at the handouts. So make sure that you have everything ready before you start the exam so that you can just quickly look, this is Unit 2. Oh, right, here's my assignment. There's that question. How can I answer it? So these are going to be really useful when you're doing your exam. Some quick instructions just in case you forgot. The 4 units we have studied are family in Unit 2, daily life in Unit 4, free time in Unit 5, and work and play in Unit 6. So these are the only things that I will be asking you about. So this will be a written exam. I will upload the exam worksheet at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, May 13th. You will have 1 hour, 30 minutes to complete the exam. You should upload that to the e-learning website. If your submission is late, if you don't manage to finish it in 1 hour, 30 minutes, you can send it later, but you will lose points from your score. So maybe you can't get it in time. Well, maybe you could send it to me by email, or I might give the option to open up the e-learning site again, but you will lose points if your exam paper is late. So as I told you all last week, there's going to be 4 different sections. And last week I gave you an example of the types of questions. So there's 2 different parts for each unit. So Unit 2 is going to have some questions, 5 questions, and then a short writing. The writing should be around 50 words. I'm going to give you an example of that later. So each section has the questions and the writing part. You can use your textbook and class handouts to help you during the exam. Now, again, I told you this last week, but I want to make it clear. If I catch anyone cheating, just copying papers, your score will be 0. Now, I know everybody's going to be typing this and it might seem easy. Oh, I'm just going to send this to my friend. If you do that, I will catch you. It's very easy for me to find papers that are exactly the same. So do it yourself. Don't just copy somebody else's work. So as I said, 2 parts. The first part for the unit will be to answer the questions. I've decided there will be 5 questions for each unit. Now, this is very important. You need to answer these questions using full sentences. Now, this is something I've noticed in the assignments for each week, the lesson assignments. Some students, when they're answering questions, whether it be for listening or for just general questions, they just do the simplest thing, give one word as an answer. Now, in the exam, it's not good enough to do that. I want to be testing your understanding of the grammar in the questions, and can you use that same grammar in the answer? The only way I can judge that is if you use full sentences. So here's an example. Let's say the question is, what do you usually do on Sunday? So that would be from the unit on free time activities, maybe. So a full sentence answer, a good answer, would be, I usually hang out with friends on Sunday. This is a full sentence answer. It's a perfect score. So that's what I mean. Now, if you just answer this, hang out, nah, that's not good enough because you've not given me a full sentence. So when you don't give me a full sentence, I've got to give you a low score for those answers. The point of these questions is that you understand the grammar in the question and you can use the same type of grammar in the answer to make a sensible answer. So just writing one word or 2 words is not going to be good enough in the exam. So I will be grading your answers on correct grammar and vocabulary use. So that is why I need the full sentence answers. So make sure you read the question carefully. You try to use the same grammar in the answer as was in the question. And use full sentences, not just one word or 2 words. With the writing part, there will be 1 writing question for each unit. You need to answer this by writing around 50 words, so you will need to give a lot of extra information. So this is what we've been doing almost every week. When you have 1 question, you're asked then to give 2 or 3 pieces of extra information. You just need to do the same thing in the writing. So that extra information could be who, what, why, where, when, or how. So it's all about trying to describe things in detail, and that's how we can do it. So I've given an example here. So let's say the question is, do you ever stream music? So that was when we were talking about our online activities. So the first thing you need to do in your written answer is answer the question. So here we go. Do you ever stream music? Yes, I always stream music. So there we've used good grammar. We've used yes because it's a do you question. And there's the first part to our answer. We've answered the question nicely. Now we need to think about giving extra information to make this writing longer and around 50 words. So, first one, I like to stream songs from Melon. Oh, there we go. That's basically asking the question, where do you stream music from? So I like to stream songs from Melon because it is easy, cheap, and I can use it anywhere. So we've answered where, and then we answered why do we use Melon. So there's two extra pieces of information. Next one, what kind of music do I listen to? I love listening to all kinds of music, but my favorite type of music is pop music. So there's a little bit of extra information. What kind of music and what is your favorite kind of music? I've then given some other information. I usually listen to music on the bus. Okay, where do I listen to music? And the last thing I've thought about was how does music make me feel? So music makes me happy and reduces my stress. So I think this is a good example because it shows how you should be doing these writing answers. We need to answer the question at the beginning, then we need to give our extra information and to try and make each of these writings around 50 words. So in the exam, there's going to be 4 different things that you have to write about. So it's going to be quite a lot to do, but I think you've got enough time to do all of this. So when you're writing the exam, take your time. 90 minutes is enough time to complete the test. So I'm thinking you should be spending about 5 minutes doing the questions and then about 10 minutes to do the writing. So you should be finished in around 60 minutes. Please use your textbook and class assignment worksheets to help you. A lot of the questions in the exam will be similar, maybe not exactly the same, but almost the same as the ones that we have studied in the video lessons and class assignments. So a lot of these questions are not new. They are things we've already answered. Maybe not exactly, but almost the same. So use those class assignment worksheets. Use your textbook. Try to use the same grammar stated in the questions for your answers. I told you that before. If the question is asking something, what do you do every day? Well, we don't want to answer, I played soccer yesterday, because that's not really what it's asking. It's asking about what you do every day. We're looking, I play soccer every day. Also, make sure you leave enough time to save your file and upload it before the exam time finishes. So let's say it is 1 hour, 20 minutes since the exam started. I think even if you've not finished, just stop. Save your file and get it uploaded. It's much better to just upload the file, even if it's not completely finished, rather than being late. So, I don't know, maybe set a timer on your computer or on your phone just to remind you that the deadline is coming so that you can upload your file before that 90 minutes is over. So, very, very important to do that. So, again, before Wednesday, if anybody is having problems understanding the exam, please send me a message. Send it to our Kakao group, send it to my email, send it a personal message to me. But please don't just say nothing and go, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, and then make a mess of the exam. If you've got anything you want to ask, please ask it before Wednesday so that I have a chance to answer any questions you have. One other thing as well, when you are taking your exam paper, there's going to be a space at the top for you to write your name and your student number. Please don't forget to do this. Write your name and student number at the top of your exam paper. So, hopefully this video has helped you understand what you need to do a little bit more. Remember, if there's anything you need to ask, please send me a message and I will answer any questions you have. So, good luck with the exam, everyone, and I will see you in next week's video lesson. Goodbye.